Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake, and welcome back to Space Engineers. In the last episode, we were down on the lunar base, operating our new inventory manager suite of tools so that we can get everything sorted in a timely fashion. If I go grab our spectator for a second, we can scroll down there, and you can have a look at the screens. These glorious screens which tell us what we have in a very accurate fashion, that is a significant improvement over the previous system. Now, I've done some things since the last session, and you might be able to notice that we're not alone in the universe. We've got two stations, both having safe zone emitters. Safe zone emitters being the vanilla variant of the shield emitter, but they're only usable for stations, and it's to stop any weapon use inside or any weapons to damage the station itself. So it creates a safe zone, as it's called. Whereas our shields just make it so that we have more hit points. Now, I enabled the economy in the settings of the world, and I've also added a few mods, notably the modular encounter system, a bunch of the assertive subsystems for that, so that adds assertive installations, bunkers, and cargo ships to the world that will just appear and throw drones at us if it feels like it. And I've enabled WeaponCore, which increases the range of our weapons and makes it so that combat's a bit more engaging. This means that our railgun that we created 2 episodes ago has a current targeting range of 5 kilometers. Nice. But today we're going to go and investigate one of the trade stations using our military escort, because we have no other ship that is capable of doing these missions other than this one. So let's get on board. I've already stocked it with ammunition because we're obviously going to go and see if we can fight something. We're going to head over to the IMEG beacon. IMEG, having looked that up previously, is Imperial Engineering. Just going to set ourselves on the correct course. The thruster positions on this ship are terrible, which means that it's going to be a hassle to deal with, but whilst we're in transit, we can go and have a look at the factions. Undiscovered. And someone else. That's left over from a player on the server before I moved it over to a single player. But all of these factions are currently undiscovered, apart from the pirates and the spiders. Who, as to be expected. We will discover these factions as we get close, and I believe I have disabled the targeting of neutral entities with my guns, because otherwise this is going to be a very bad situation. I'm going to put shields up until we get close enough to verify that they're not going to shoot at us on sight, because that would be a bad thing. Okay, we're approaching the beacon now. Going to decelerate. Or rather accelerate, but negatively. And we're just going to head up and park nice and carefully inside the shield. We're at range where their guns should have fired on us if they had any, so let's turn off the shield. And we want to be careful about the approach here. We don't want to lose the entire ship. Excellent, we have entered a safe zone. Let's negotiate ourselves over to that docking panel. Nope, too far. Docking with stations is a delicate process. And I'm not delicate at all with how I maneuver my ships. Now, the only thing is, we might need to dock upside down with how this is positioned, although we might be fine. It is just going to hit our shield emitter, though. Yep, ever so slightly nudging our shield emitter, and park. We will be auto-undocked in 15 minutes. Cool, let's try not get a parking ticket. Let's taxi over. Taxi over? Ah, we're upside down. That would explain things. One moment. Okay, we were upside down, but that is literally the only way that we can dock. Oh, I'm doing a real bad job of this. Right, yeah. Rotation is correct. Oop, there we go. Park that. Right, 15 minutes. Let's try and not get a parking ticket. Yeah, I've done that gag before. Right, let's hop on over to the station. Ooh, gravity. Ah, gravity. I'm going to file a complaint because I fell off the side. No, I wasn't particularly looking where I was going. Right, let's get inside. Nice, lovely airlock. And obviously everything is going to look 2000% better than my station. We've got ourselves a vending machine, which we can't use at the moment because we're not reputable enough. And we've got some rooms. Oh, some lovely rooms. I've discovered Imperial Engineering. How lovely. You got weapon lockers, you got a toilet. I don't need the loo at the moment. You've got some beds. Yeah, that's enough of that. We've got work to do. Close the door. Open the door. That's just another meeting room. Okay, let's head up the stairs. And on our left we'll find oh, a nice little bar. It's got a vending machine. Some Clang Cola. Did I purchase? I have. Right click to consume. Well, that was refreshing. In the other room, so we have two things. We have the store and we have contracts. The store, we can buy ourselves some items. From this station in particular, we can buy ourselves some ships if we have enough space credits. We don't at the moment. But, you know, it's nice to consider things. And then in the contracts, we've got a bunch of missions. Missions that we can do to gain space credits and reputation. And they range from escort duty to searching for things, acquiring, also known as just selling things. These will be most lucrative, but they're the most boring, so we're not going to do that today. We've also got repair contracts, so we could go out into the field to where they are telling us to repair. We repair our thing, and then we return home. It's pretty simple. So we're going to go... Oh yeah, you're going to give us 4 million for 127 magnesium powder. I mean, if it's what you want, I won't deny 4 million credits. But we're going to go and try and do a simple escort duty, because those are usually much more fun to do on camera. So we've got an escort duty for a ship. It's going to give us 450,000 space creds. It's going to give us reputation, or murder our reputation if we fail. It's about 13 kilometers away and will last 14 minutes. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. By accepting contract, you are bound to fulfill all conditions of this contract in a timely manner. Failing to do so will lead to negative feedback and loss of assets. Alrighty. Let's get moving, shall we? We've got a job to do. Okay, undocking from the station. And we've got ourselves a cargo ship to escort. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to Control Z. So we've got auto inertia dampeners, and we're just going to approach, and hopefully we should just be able to get things going. How close do we need to be in order to start escorting? Or do we need to go into... Oh, here we go. Lead the way. Well, I was trying to get you to... Nope, you're not going to let me inertia dampeners. Okay, that's fine. So we should just have a 13-kilometer distance to travel, and then this escort should be done. One thing that we're going to want to do with our shield emitter, or rather shield controller, is make it so that it doesn't bounce off neutrals. I remember that being a setting. No, I think that's in the shield modular. Okay, we got hostiles, let's engage. Okay, seems like we've got the most of them, but the cargo ship has taken light damage. Let's try and keep up, shall we? Okay, those threats should be dealt with. We're going to resume orientation to the front. Let's get ourselves some distance to the cargo ship so that we don't accidentally bash into it. Let's see. Any noticeable damage? Not much. It was light weapons fire. Okay, more drones on the incoming. Let's take them out. Okay, target's neutralized. Let's rejoin escort formation. Okay, more incoming. Ah, no. Okay, they took out the cargo ship. We've failed the contract. That's rather difficult. We're going to need more guns for this. Okay, we're going to return to base and sort this out again. Right, we're not going to bother parking up this time. We're just going to sit ourselves inside the safe zone. And we'll go in on foot. Let's try and not destroy the station on our approach, shall we? Right. Okay, so we're back at the contracts board. Let's see what we can pick up. Let's go for something simple. There's no bounty contracts yet. We don't want to do escort because we'll just lose it again. We need a more capable combat ship. We could do some hauling, but the hauling isn't telling me how much we're moving. Just that we're moving at, 23 kilometers. Which I guess is the only way that they... Also, no, not 23 kilometers. 23,000 kilometers. Yeah, that's why it gives the big bucks. Okay, that's fine. Repair contracts. That would require us to know what we're repairing, at the very least. Search contracts. These should be relatively simple. But not exactly screen-worthy. And then we've got acquisition contracts, which is just giving them things that they need. So we could go back to base, get 371 metal grid and deposit it here. Or interior plate, or iron. You know what? Let's get them their shipment of metal grid, shall we? Downstairs. Yes, downstairs. Right, so we need to deliver the items into the contracts board itself. That's easy. Let's just get our military escort, get back to base, grab those components, and then get back. Okay, right, we are docked. Let's get ourselves the 400 odd metal grid. Okay. Undock very carefully at full burn and head back to the station. Okay, navigating to inside the safe field. Right, there we go. Align roughly to target, and then we should just build a dock. Now, one thing I want to check first, right? So if we go here... No, we still need that on in case we need to dock with the station for the moment. Use for parking, yes. Strength. Unlock time. As trading through store block also prevents visibility of blocks on other grid. Transfer of electricity and items cannot be changed while connector is connected. Okay, so what we're going to do is on Control 8, or rather on Taskbar 8, we're going to set up the connector. Yes, hello. Trading mode. So if we turn the trading mode on and park, now we head over here. Let's head inside. We should be able to access the inventory from inside the station. If not, then that's going to be painful. Okay, contracts. Accepted contracts. This one. Finish. From military escort. Confirm. Hey! That's 1.2 million credits, and also 4 reputation. They still hate us somewhat because we lost one of their ships, but I'm sure that will be fine. But now we've got money, which means we can buy something. What's the most expensive thing that we can buy? We can buy a miner no. Let's have a look properly. A kite miner. Ooh. But what I'm really looking for is I'm looking for a kind of combat ship. So maybe a cursor, or maybe a burst fire bomber, or whatever the Iron Fade is. I'm going to have some research and see what we can look up. But the space pod looks like a large ship. If the price difference is anything to consider, we could buy a red cruiser. Just buy a red cruiser. Done. I'm going to do some market research and do some more quests. And hopefully we will be able to deal with escort missions in the future by having a proper military ship instead of this junk one that we managed to salvage because we're lucky. Now, next episode we're probably going to want to improve our defense systems, so that's going to be putting a shield around the supply station as well as some defense guns, making it so that it has ammunition. Yeah, pretty fun things. We could also get the cargo shuttle to make it so that it brings up ammo every time it goes down. So it goes down, drops off ore, goes back up, and drops off ammo, if that makes sense. But until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.